Alright, let's start the stream. I was just doing some dishes quickly before I started. And I see the two of you got in here pretty quickly. I hadn't even sent out the Discord notification. Clearly you're well on top of things while sitting in Discord call together. Just let me know how Splitgate is, by the way. Because I saw you saying that you're going to give it a go. Like John. Assuming Sheems will give it a go with you. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see, where's Noita? This should hopefully be fine. I really am hoping everything works out well though. I really am. Because, yeah, first Noita stream from this new room, and I'm not entirely sure if like the camera's set up correctly or anything like that. So at least let me know what goes wrong. And you're allegedly a simp. Good to know, John. Good to know. Anyway, things should be about right. I'll launch it up, make sure screen capture is working. Then I will transition over and I will do that hydrate you asked for. Yeah, that looks to be fine. Get game capture set up and then we can get started. How have the two of you been anyway? You been doing well? Because I've seen you've been doing a lot of games together in Discord. So I'm assuming you've been busy doing stuff with each other. I think I've seen you doing TF2 a fair bit. Which, I mean, I might join at some point. I'm typically quite busy. Oh god, you're gonna be here 2 hours before I stream apparently. Well, that's a bit worrying. Anyway, let's hop into a new game. And I will have a hydrate as you asked. There you are. What do we have this time? Looks a bit, it's fairly normal, but we start with Acceleratium, which is interesting. Don't normally have Acceleratium to start. Also, do I need to close my curtains? Is camera too white, do you think? I can't make it a lot better, but I could do this. Does this help? No, that's not helped in the slightest, has it? Give me a second. Give me a second. I do that too. Should now make it a little bit darker, so maybe that'll somehow work better for the webcam. Who knows? I definitely do not, although I do know we get a nice wand immediately. Which is very much appreciated. I do like getting a good wand from Noita. This one's actually a very nice wand, like non-shuffle, fairly decent stats. Like yeah, this'll do for a base wand for at least the first few floors. Assuming I survive anyway. Which is a big assumption. Ah, hello. Do you want me to call you by your username or actual name? Because I'm happy with either. I wouldn't want to be just outing you on the internet though. If you didn't want me to anyway. Your actual name's fine. Alright, hello then, Brewery. Good to see you. Yeah, light blue isn't the best colour for curtains, is it? But it was on sale, so that's my justification for it. What I'm thinking I need to get... Ah yeah, fair enough. People won't be able to spell your name. But yeah, I might need to get some blackout curtains or something to stick on because clearly it's not doing the best in jobs, is it? Like this side of me's pretty dark, this side of me's pretty bright, so yeah, it's hardly great. Also, I've forgotten to load the stream off my phone, so if something does go wrong, let me know. It should hopefully be fine. I just don't entirely know what the internet's like here, so I'm hoping this might help alleviate some issues if I don't have it up on my phone. But yeah, there's votes, you can all vote in it. I've seen none of you have voted yet, and there is a Mighty Duck on number 3. I mean, I might just get it randomly. But who knows. Nah, I think you're ever so slightly late, Ruri. That is a shame. That is a shame. We've just got a minor genocide instead. Whatever shall we do about that? Yeah, how you all doing? Is your new job going well, Ruri? You been somewhat finding it okay? I mean, Georgie's got her first shift today, doesn't... Or don't they? I was gonna say doesn't she, but no, it's don't they. Oh, you've not started yet. Okay. Is there next shift, like, tomorrow, or when do you start? First shift is Wednesday. Alright. That's peculiar. Seeing as you got the job before Georgie did, I would have thought you'd have your first shift earlier. Well, I do guess you're doing different things, aren't you? Like, you're not both doing quite the same job. But anyway, stop for some Back for Blood later, Ruri, and possibly Cheems if you want to join. Possibly you too, John, if your game decides it wants to work. Because the beta, is it tomorrow it ends, or is it today? I don't know. But I'm wanting to do more of it, because Back for Blood was good. I did it the other day in a stream, and I did enjoy it quite a lot. Tomorrow it ends. Alright, and I will take your word for that. Also, why is there just a acid canister? Let's just get that doing it. Do you want to just do it as a like Discord thing, or do you want me to try and stream it so we can get an extra person in? Because I'm happy with either. I have a feeling I wouldn't really get anyone along streaming, but I might be able to get an extra person. It's hard to say. When I streamed it the other day I did manage to get an extra. So it certainly does help having some kind of voice chat for it. You're fine with whatever, aren't you, Cheems? That's not great. I'm not the most decisive of people. I don't know what to do. It depends how awake I feel, I guess. If I feel like I'm awake enough to do streaming, then yeah, I'll do some streaming. But otherwise it will just be a Discord thing, which I feel will be fine enough regardless. Anything good here? I'm the big streamer man. I'm hardly big. I may be a streamer man, but I'm hardly big. Oh, none of these are good. These end up killing me half the time. This just means enemies might fight each other, which sounds good, but it means I don't get money. Which isn't quite as good. This makes my spells ever so slightly faster, but it really throws off my aim. Because I'm used to using the cursor, but this thing makes me want to use the actual laser, which, if you pay close attention, you'll see it moves. It doesn't point at the cursor constantly. And it annoys me. Anyway, I'll take that simply because it does have a couple of benefits which come with it. Yeah, I think that's us ready to go down to the next floor. Do I want to move anything around my wands? I do want to make that the first one though. Polymorphine and we can escape. Perfect. That's the thing that wanted to murder me, but I murdered it first. Okay, I'm doing fine. Yeah, I really did not like this laser sight. I'm going to regret taking it. I also don't have anywhere near a powerful enough wand to really be fighting in this area, so this is going to be interesting. Normally, you want to be about two-shotting these guys at least, but these wee purple guys anyway. But yeah, I'm still stuck with my most basic spell. So hopefully I'll be able to find something decent before I make my way to fungal biomes. Oh, you've just given me a wand. Well, I have to take chat wand. And I'm not allowed to do anything with it until I get to the Holy Mountain next. However, you are going to be allowed to mess around with quite what wand I'd be, or I will be taking to the mountain. After that point, my rule will go away of having to keep it. I could throw it away if I wanted. I think that's probably good middle ground, because last week, I think it was Dracula, pointed out that it's honestly not the best idea ever to just constantly have it. That's the second mimic, isn't it? Yeah. We've got 2 mimics. Let's just... I was about to TNT them. Thankfully that didn't go wrong. Oh no. Is it even worth killing these? I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite know. Oh, that one was. I managed to kick that corpse into the other one. A personal gravity field. This is gonna be a worrying thing. It's about to run out though, so I should be safe to jump down. There we go. Just a mild bit of fire. I'm not too desperate for money, so I'll leave it. I say as I plummet down the ravine just to get a single bit of gold. Yeah, I definitely need something better. Is this actually better? I have a feeling it's not quite going to be better, but I don't really have a choice. It's just going to be setting everything on fire. I mean, it does seem to do good damage, which... I mean, I'm definitely up for good damage. Yeah, what do you think of the webcam position? Is it looking fine? Like, looking at me from this angle, because I think it's okay. It's a bit different to what I had before though, so you'll, like I say, have to let me know. If you do want me to change anything around, then I'm more than happy to take suggestions. Do you think I need to get one of those like LED ring light things, just to make sure I get an even balance of light in my face, because yeah, that's not the best lighting situation, is it? This is probably quite a nice wand. It's not. It does have a lot of bombs though, so I'll take it over that one. Normally those ones have good stats, but that one had no like mana recharge. It's all okay, nowhere else could be placing it. Fair enough. That's all good with me. I could show you around the room, but there isn't much to show you, so maybe I'll do that once we get to Holy Mountain or something. Yeah, it is very small room, it's just 2.5 meters, although it feels a lot larger when there isn't a double bed in here, which I still think was bizarre that there was by just what you were given when you moved in, or when I moved in even. Like, you could not fit a double bed in this room, it takes up more than half the space. Like, why did they think that was a good idea? I mean, it was comfy, but I think that might have just been because all the springs in it had pretty much worn down. Because it did seem quite old and not in the best of conditions, with various questionable stains on it. Although, if I ever want to, I do have the double bed in the garage. I can go back to it. Yeah, just a university bed. I mean, currently I've got a brand new mattress. I had to go buy one because I didn't have a spare mattress, surprisingly. But it was worth the investment, I feel. It's definitely a lot nicer. Dubious spells. You just want to hope for all spells, don't you? Oh, I've blown myself up mildly. Oh dear. That's freezing liquid, that won't put me out, that's just going to make things arguably a lot worse. Okay, potentially I want to be using this. I'm quite worried here. I really do not have the spells I need to be dealing with these guys. Also poisoning myself because of this wand. Bit of acid there. You know what, I don't think I can make my way into fungal caverns. I really don't. But I do need something. Gonna poke my head through. Not anything immediately there, so I'm gonna run away. Just staying alive as is. And yeah, I don't think it's worth looking around. I'll need to hope I've got enough money to buy something decent here. Yeah, I mean, knowing what's going on isn't something that happens for a long time in this game. Arguably, I still don't know what's going on. And I have about 180 hours into this. But yeah, there's a lot to this game. Ooh, unlimited spells, okay. Okay, that could make something nice. You've spawned a wand. Let's see. I mean, my rule was I'm allowed to edit this wand now. So I'll take them. Let's see what we can do. This one I'll have to take to the next holy mountain, I'm gonna say, to change it. But we do have vacuum field. I've never seen that as a thing. Touch of oil. It turns me into oil if I use this wrong. That sounds dangerous, I kinda want to use it. Okay, what can we do here? Firstly, I want to try this. Does that just teleport things? Is that what this is doing? I think it's doing a teleport. Whatever it did, that statue's now gone. Statue? No, it's disappeared. That is weird. That is weird, this. I don't know how I'd ever actually use that. Alright, touch of oil. This one could actually be quite dangerous, because it turns things just into oil. It means I'm not going to be getting any more money, however, if I'm using this to kill things. Also, it doesn't work on that wand. I need to move it over to this one. I guess I have a new bomb wand now. Although, that does mean I can now add vacuum field on. Wrong wand. I forgot I immediately changed wands over, didn't I? Okay, yeah, that's arguably gonna go wrong. Come on, Steve. Oh no, I've used pretty much everything of use, so I've just trapped him in a wall now. That'll keep me safe. Steve? Yeah, he's just trapped in the wall. This vacuum field, I don't quite understand it. It seems both really powerful and completely terrible. Yeah, the mana charge isn't great. I think this is going to have to be my main, like, wand for fighting. It worries me. Like, a lot. Maybe take fire bombs off of this? If I take the fire bombs, maybe I can make a wand that works. It's a big maybe. And maybe I can. Like bombs into here. Spark bolt with trigger. Into fire bomb. I'll do double spell. Is this going to work? No, it's not really going to quite work how I'd hoped, I'll be honest. Well, let's give it a shot regardless. What is the worst that could happen? I die horrifically, but apart from that, what's the worst that could happen? hope I actually manage to escape this in time. I'm not thinking I will. Yeah, I wouldn't have made that. I have to transform again. This time I'm the guy who makes people invulnerable. Yeah, those guys can't take any damage right now. This is interesting, the run I've got going. It's not very powerful, but with unlimited spells and touch of oil, I arguably could kill anything if I get a fast enough firing wand. It's not technically killing it though, I wouldn't think. Did I get money from turning someone into oil? I mean, if this was America, arguably yes. But it's not. This is Noita, sadly. Or thankfully. It really depends on your opinion of America. But yeah, this is a weird run. I'm not powerful enough to be doing much right now. To be very careful. Much more so than I normally am. That's not saying a lot though. Normally I do just jump head first into like pools of acid and such. Not on purpose, but I do end up doing that as part of a weekly routine. Okay, I want to just make my way through game. Don't want any trouble. Do want to murder a few people though in the way. Strength worries me. Yeah, strength, I don't know quite how it all works. This is an interesting one. I get black holes. But do I want black holes? I have unlimited spells. Not really. I do think I need to look around here though, to find some stuff. Ah, and you've got a lovely man to help me out. I'm trying to get him into water to put him out, because I don't have any. And that was a mild oversight in my whole idea of stuff. Can I get rid of that little bit of whatever there? I can. Now safe to continue. We're not dead yet. Minion, what are you doing? Stop it, Minion. I don't need you shooting black holes everywhere. I know I let you pick up the wand, but I don't need it. Nope. No, not doing that. That guy died of their own accord, which is very nice. That thing immune to fire, so I'm going to leave it alone because that's my main way of actually fighting currently. But managed to actually kill someone with that corpse I just kicked down the hill. So that's nice. I mean, you say he's doing his best, but is he? I mean, surely he has a separate attack he could be doing. Like, pretty much all the minions do. Anyway, let's go into here. I'm gonna just trap Steve in a wall again. Because, I mean, if I can, why wouldn't I? Oh, is that Venomous Curse? Oh, I found Venomous Curse, okay. We can make a run. I've trapped myself in a wall. My plan did not quite work. Okay, Steve got trapped for a moment. I didn't trap him well enough. Okay. Is that him trapped well enough? I'd hope so. Okay, Venomous Curse. One of my favourite things. We need a very fast firing wand to put it on. I'd say probably this one. Add on like this. Not the fastest, but it will do. Now health, arguably I can leave. I don't quite need the health. I do need to get some water. So I'll quickly dump out, I'd say probably Acceleratium's less important than Berserkium. And in a second we can hopefully go down and fight the dragon. I don't know if it'll be all that manageable, I'm not gonna lie. But what might be an idea is that makes Castaway better, yeah. I do this. Potentially it helps. Not a lot, but it should help a little if I'm lucky. I do like how I've just got an anti-Steve one, which is just trap him in a wall. Like, it seems very rude of me. Like, he's just doing his job, but now he's just stuck in a wall. I wouldn't like that if I was just doing something and someone decided to trap me in a wall using some fancy spell we didn't quite understand. Toxic immunity, sure. It's the only one there which is all that decent. I have been transformed, but I can't escape because I was holding down clicks. I immediately attacked. Well, let's teleport myself out. Hopefully. Such a weird spell. I don't know whether I like it or not yet. Like, vacuum field, you can just trap Steve. Like, yeah, that's a lovely thing to do. But it's actually good, because you don't get any of the money or anything. Anyway, main wand is now this venomous curse one. Oh, did you do improve wands? I failed to notice. I think you might have. I now have a very powerful wand. Yeah, I'm all up for this. Just keep on attacking. You should end up dying in a second. Yep, there he goes, exploded to venomous curse. It's a lovely spell. Or lovely modifier, and he just blew up the thing next to me. It's arguably not fine, but I can deal with it. Oh god, look at that mana charge space. That could be my oil wand. Okay. I want to try this out. I've angered the gods apparently because he turns some of that into fanciness. Damage field. Got some exciting stuff. Damage field is arguably a weaker version of Venomous Curse. I'm gonna say no to that. But I do enjoy better spark bolts. Yeah, I'll take one of them. I need to make my way back up as well though, because I need to edit my wands and I've got some fancy stuff. Oh god, he's got a bomb wand. The homunculus has a bomb wand. That's worse than the black holes. It's not just going to be destroying the Earth, it's going to be destroying me. I don't want to be destroyed. Not in game anyway. Like in bed possibly, but not in game. Also, can I actually make it up there? I don't think I can. That doesn't have any recoil, does it? No. Okay, I can use vacuum field to try and make my way up the wall. This is a terrible idea. Okay, this is one of the worst ideas I've had in a while, but it seems to be about working. I've managed to make my way back in. What on earth's going on? Such a bizarre run and I'm loving it. Yeah, this wand here, we don't need spark bolts, they're not important. Sort out all of this. Okay, that should be things about sorted. Yeah, that looks about right. So what I'm wanting, spark bolt with trigger, vacuum field, and a touch of oil. How does this work? Can I just straight up kill Steve? I turned myself to oil. Well, that went badly. Apparently didn't cast as I'd predicted. Oh yeah, cause I needed something else in there. Yeah, I know what I did wrong. That's fine. I know what I did wrong. Brilliant, I just turned myself to oil and that was it. Well, I'm hardly gonna complain. That was a good time. I've got to love Noita, but you've got to love her. If you don't, it all gets a bit depressing quite fast. Because it just wants to kill you in various ways. That one's very much my fault though, so I can't really get on Noita too much. Now, I'm hoping I can get this guy killed. I was a bit distracted, I'll be honest, kicking around a shiny orb. And now there's fire everywhere. Well, a bit of water will help. Just soak it up. Now we can run. Hopefully not die. And we're fine. Are we fine? I mean, I just turned myself into oil, so... arguably no. Although that was quite funny. I do see the humour in it. I'm on fire. Lovely. I'm really not getting the whole idea of not dying so far today, am I? I'm just jumping into fire and such. Not any wands or potions or anything around. I found this concentrated mana, but that's hardly great. I mean, yeah, that would help, Fuke, you're not wrong. You are very much not wrong. If I could stop sucking, then I'd be great. But, I mean, we both know that's a bit of a tall order to ask for me. Okay, I tried kicking that guy, he just meleeed me. It was very rude. This is going weirdly. I don't know what's going on this Noita run. It's not going as well as usual. I don't like Spark Bolt. It's not a good spell. Like with a trigger, it's perfectly good. But it's not working. Now I'm stuck. But I did manage to kill him, so I'm fine. We're fine. Ah, and there's another one. I was looking over at the chat for a second. Ah yes, it must be the new room. Or the ever so slightly different positioning of my chair in relation to my computer. It has to be something like that. It could also be the fact it's currently very dark in this room. That probably doesn't help either, I'll be honest. Because I'm trying to balance the light so you can see my face, but it means it's very dark for me. I mean, I'm assuming it's entertaining enough. I've got the four of you, so it can't be that bad. Crank the brightness to 11. Oh no. No, the most I could do is turn on a light, but I've only got the one light and it's directly up there. So that would be the best, I would feel. Now, I need more money. I also need more health. You're here out of love. I mean, I appreciate your being here. If you're not entertained for it, I feel I'm doing something wrong. I mean... yeah, I'll be honest, not the most entertaining stream just yet. There's not a lot going on. I'm just faffing about in Noita. Just dying somewhat frequently. Do blame Noita for that though. I'm not getting any good spells to actually fight with. But... is this any good? I mean, Pollen's alright. Hollow Egg we could turn it into grade potentially at some point. That's Santa. I've only seen him around Christmas time before in this game. He barely ever appears. I'd already killed him once, but yeah, they're basically the dynamite throwers, but they have snow that comes out of their dynamite as well. They also seem to drop extra money, but yeah, they're quite deadly because their things don't have a fuse, they just explode on contact. I'm hoping we get a better thing to start with a spark bolt again. No, I'm starting again. I want a different spell. Okay, there we go. Splitter bolt, I can manage. Not best range, but it does a lot more damage than the spark bolt. I'm fine. Oh, what am I needing to hear you out about, Fuke? Unstable crystal? I mean, it is pretty powerful, but it's hard to aim. I'm definitely not going to argue that it does kill things when you manage to aim it correctly. It doesn't count as me killing things. They don't, like, drop any money or anything. That seems weird. Yeah, the white stuff, it's called snow. It's very interesting. I feel you were trying to make an innuendo, but it is just snow. Like, there's nothing too fancy about it. Anyway, if I drop a bomb around here, I reckon? Damn, not quite close enough. Unless, can I actually get into there? Ooh. That's quite a nice wand, thank you very much James, I like magic arrow. That one's very handy. Just hang around, wait for bomb curse to end because I don't enjoy exploding. Yeah, magic arrow on what is quite a fast firing wand. This will help me in the second floor. Got a few people still about. I do need money, so I'm just gonna aim to get a bit more money. I want to get at least 200 for a perk reroll, should I want it. Around 400 would be ideal, because it means I could afford a fairly decent wand if I needed. Farm to 400. Farm to 400 gold. Fine, if I'm farming, I'm gonna go get Emerald Tablet. Well, I should probably grab this first, shouldn't I? What is in the box? It is Magic Missile. Actually, quite a nice spell. I do enjoy Magic Missile. Is it all that sus a wand? I wouldn't think it's particularly sus. It's just a fairly decent wand, and you distracted me. I've taken my first hit so far this run because of you, Fuke. Can't believe it. That is a large worm. It's Magic Missile, it does a lot of damage. If I could get extra health, it might actually be quite good. Doing fine, this is working out. Come back here, worm. Don't you run from me. It's come back, and it came back a bit too quickly, I wasn't expecting that. Another nice wand, like this is arguably better than this one. Simply for the base stats more than anything. Where on earth did that worm go? I've lost a giant worm and I don't know how I managed it. No, Fuke. Fuke, I almost had a really nice spell to take through. God damn you, Fuke. Also, Fuke, the rule has changed for wands, by the way. What I'm doing is I take the wand to the Holy Mountain, then I'm allowed to edit or get rid of or anything to the wand. I'm not forced to just keep it as is. I'm just forced to carry the one wand that chat gives me on that floor to the Holy Mountain. It's just the latest wand that I will be carrying through. And that's a bomb. You blew up that guy though, so it's somewhat forgiven. Still not entirely sure what's going on. I mean, I seem to be alive. That's always good. Do you have this? Oh, you've given me another wand. Fireball orbit. I do quite like fireball orbits. It's very nice on the second floor. I might try and just speedrun to the second floor to get to keep it. I've got 300 gold. You're the one who wants me to get to 400 Fuchs. If I don't, I feel that's fine. I hardly have any kind of obligation to you. There we go. I now get to keep Fireball Orbit, as well as Energy Sphere. Do I want Energy Sphere over Splitterbolt? I don't think I do. I now have this, which is an interesting one. But I can make it an actually good wand if I put it onto here. Yeah, I might actually change the Energy Sphere. Yeah, look at that. That's going to be great. I very much appreciate you helping me, Fuke. I'm aware that you likely didn't mean to. I really want this. I love chain bolts early on. Also got triplet bolt in that middle one. Let's see what we get. Nothing good. Okay. I don't have any modifiers other than flame ball orbit. Okay, I need you a lot to tell me what you want. Do you want a napalm wand where I just add triplet bolt on rather than energy sphere? Or, oh yeah, we're playing Titanic. Lovely. An iron stomach, honestly. Yeah, sure, why not? I'll take that. That means I can actually afford things. Yeah, this is just a good wand. Like, that mana charge speed, Castle's not too bad. But triplicate bolt, fireball orbit. It's a tough choice. Triplicate bolt has more longevity to it, doesn't it? That really does, doesn't it? Keep a few. Gold rush, you've given me more gold. I can afford both now. Thank you so much, chat. You're actually working with me today, except for Fuke who's trying to get me killed. I think, anyway. He did give me quite a nice wand. That's somewhat hard to say. In fact, how does Fireball Orbit work with this? That's bizarre. I don't like it. Oh, you voted Gold Rush as well. So you're not trying to kill me. Anyway, this is gonna be very nice for a wand. What I should probably do though is take off some of these just to make it a bit faster. Okay, just one of them, is that fast enough? No, I want maybe two. Now that's even slower, I feel. Yeah, just one. There we go. We now have two wands to be using in this next floor. We don't have a way to avoid this trigger, annoyingly. Also, I have used some of my bombs. I should probably pick up the spell refresh. Out of habit, I just always avoid it. Giving me a wand, this one now needs to be carried through to the next floor. It's got more fireball orbit though. I mean, we only really need the one, but I mean, we could benefit from it later on. Anyway, next floor it is. I always feel bad about doing that. I try my best to avoid having to do anything like that, but it never quite works, does it? Also, this is mud, isn't it? I thought that was swamp. Okay, that's not great. We do have quite the powerful thing though. Like we have our napalm wand, and also we just got given a healer by John just before he left. So that's very kind of him. We seem to be doing alright. We got good spells and such. What could go wrong? I mean, that guy had a ghost. That could go wrong. Seems I'm doing okay, but we do have healing. Like, I reckon we should be fine. I can just eat forever if I want. And that's a lot of bombs. Alright. What do we do next? Oh, and max health. Max health, that's nice. Thinking, yeah, we need to go down, don't we, to get to fungal caverns. Is there fungal caverns nearby? I feel I've gone quite far. I never do quite get the right idea of how far I've gone though. Must be close. It must be. No, it's still not nearby. Well, no, never mind, it's right there. As I said, it's not nearby. It is actually right there. I've been hit. There was someone with a shotgun over there. Fine though. Chain bolt will just carry me through this area. Mighty ducks appeared, which honestly I can get rid of quite easily. Mighty duck is not an issue. What is an issue is that guy though. Shotgun them. Come on, Mighty duck. If I get lucky, I get about 220 damage in. It's teleported away. Where on earth is the duck gone? Oh no. I've lost the duck. It may be alive and it may be dead. Maybe both. It's Schrodinger's duck, isn't it? Also, this is very nice one. I'll take that over bombs. Take over bombs any day. I think the duck was looking up here, wasn't it? It's teleported up here? No, we'd have teleporting mage though. Now teleported away. Anything? Duck down there maybe? I don't know. I will find the duck some other time then, it would seem. I'm going to assume it's down there. That's a big empty open space. You've just scattered my goal. I actually had a fair amount of that. That's quite mean of you all. Okay, we're fine. We've got all of it back. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm about dead though, because I did not pay attention and got jumped on by some frogs. So that was fun. That was fun. Oh, I've been teleported. Why am I teleporting? Did I accidentally step into something while I was AFK? I've got no idea. This is all quite worrying. Oh no. Where am I? I don't want to die. I've got a half decent run going. I'm just gonna leave. I don't appreciate this anymore. I mean, I'd love to tele after it, but I have no idea where it teleported to. If I had even the faintest idea, yeah, I'd be all down for finding it, but I really have no clue. Barrel rain. Okay, that's not too bad. Deal with that. murder a few things, make sure I'm not going to be killed myself. Use chain bolt to actually scout out areas ahead of time. At least in terms of there being enemies or not. Always cast gunpowder arc, comes with add mana. It's a good wand. But always cast. Not a good always cast to have. Do want add mana. No, I think I'll stick with this. I sadly don't think I can pick that up. I need my spark bolts. In fact, no, I've got extra triplicate bolts. I can bin my wand in slot 1. That's fine. That's fine. We've got it. Keep on going. I just need to be playing very, very carefully right now. And by that I of course mean eating all the weird fungus. There's also a stone that's on fire. That one's mildly concerning. You really have the health left to be set on fire and survive. I've got no idea how to get out of here though. I want to find the duck, like first and foremost. Toxic sludge has changed. No, that stuff changed into toxic sludge. Is that water that transformed into it? I think it is, you know. Water is now toxic sludge, so only swamp exists and I'm dead. That's fine. That's lovely. I have no idea quite what got me there. Guess we'll never find out where the duck went. Can all guess, but we'll never know, and I hate spark bolt. I'm not starting a spark bolt. I refuse. It's too boring. There we go, energy sphere, pheromone's not very good, firebolt's not very good. This is fine. Now, I'm hoping we get something decent floor 1 again, like, I mean, you gave me some decent ones, like you being all of the chat. So, maybe I could get something good in this floor, because apparently the spawn pool isn't that bad for ones up here. How on earth did that not kill the second guy? I was very concerned it would just jump at me there. Thankfully, still on 100 health, I am currently the Noita Pro. Could say I'm the Noita Con because I'm not very good at it. But I want to say I'm the Noita Pro. So it makes me feel better. Got an egg. Kick the egg. Just like in real life, you've got to kick the eggs. Okay, that's not going to blow up for me shooting it, is it? Ooh, that's worrying. I'm alive. That guy isn't. He very much got blown up. Just gonna hide here for a second. Got a wand in there. It's coated in oil, but we should be able to get into it. It's coated in oil. I'd imagine it means I could just burn through easily enough. Come on, fireball. There we go. I'm on fire too now. Toxic sludge to the rescue. Isn't that great? Honestly, I took less damage than I would have from the fire. So I'm happy with that. Now, this one here normally has good stats. Yeah, this is very nice stats, comes with magic arrow. I'm happy with that. I'm on fire again, those toxic sludge, stick my toes in. Yeah, this is a wand which I want to be saving. God, there's a lot of toxic sludge everywhere, isn't there? Just knock that down. Got alcohol. Okay, need to get money. That's all I need for now. I need money. that contact damage does seem to work. I was a bit worried jumping into enemies right there to test it out. But it did seem to do the job. Yeah, that's quite effective against some of these enemies. It's never a very good perk to take though, in my opinion. It doesn't do enough damage, and you just end up dying most of the time. Yeah, we seem to be alright. We have another wand. It is not amazing. And Bouncing Burst has a good lifetime to it. Potentially we could get something fun. It's a very big potentially. We need to get Penetrating, Homing, and like maybe Plasma Beam Orbital could work. That could be quite good for just murdering things. Yeah, that's a big list of things which I mostly do not have right now. I actually got a lot of money. I'm doing quite well here. I'm gonna thank the Noita gods for once, I don't normally. But they have been kind to me in this run. You've given me extreme spread. Okay, that's not so great. Arguably not very good. So what's that? A pouch of snow. We don't need a pouch of snow, do we? We'll leave it behind. Still have extreme spread. That could have gone very badly for me. I did not remember that. Short-term memory does not seem to last very long. Do seem to be murdering things still though. That's us just shy of 500 gold. Extreme spread. I mean, we are able to one-shot most of these fine gentlemen down here who are trying to murder me. That's how you know they're fine gentlemen, because they know that I should be murdered. Yeah, there we go, 500 gold. That is more than enough for this first floor. I've angered the gods, have I now? What on earth did I do to anger you? Okay, chain bolt, that helps. Light, that helps. Here we go. Gas blood I'm going to take, that's Tox Community. Can defeat Steve in a one-on-one fight. Oh yeah, there's worms up there. That's what annoyed the gods. Okay, that's fine. Just hide here for a second. Just poke my head out to launch spells. We're doing okay. Not dead. I don't want to use a statue against him if I can avoid it, but I might actually just die because of worms angering the gods. Okay, I need to hide behind the statue. Come on, Steve. No, he's got me. God damn it. That was actually a good run as well. That was a good run. I had some really promising stuff there at the start, but then just worms angered Steve. I do love Noita. I really do. I've not had a proper run in ages though. I just want to get a good run going, like one that lasts multiple streams. That's all I want. Also, I don't think chat's really there right now, so that's nice. That is very good. I don't know who I'm talking to. I might just be talking to myself for the most part. Anyway, energy sphere. I mean, good damage. I like it. Certainly a nice thing to start with. Ah, you're still there, are you, Ruri? That's good to know. I'm not just talking to myself, I'm talking to you apparently, so that's good. That's fine, don't worry. I'm happy if you're lurking or whatever you want to do. But I'm just curious where all of them went. Because usually in Noita streams, like the last few times, I've gotten tons of people. I think I've had like up to 10 max people in the last 2 streams. Like at the same time being here. trying to bomb me, that is just a random thing. Can't blame you. Okay, we're doing fine. Got a fair bit of money. There was a shop up there, personal gravity field I might want to grab. Unlimited spells, actually a very, very nice thing to have. It's unlikely I'll get unlimited spells though, so I will likely just leave it for now. Can always come back up later if I need. A lot of worms about today, isn't it? God, that's a lot. There were so many worms. They ruined the last run, so I'm still a bit miffed about that. I'm not happy with them. So if Steve didn't get angered in that first mountain, that would have been an amazing run to just continue with. But no, the worms went and ruined it. It's just as the usual then. Buy Peace with Gods is a good perk. Like, just having the gods not getting annoyed at you. Like, you wouldn't think it would make a big difference, but it really does. It really, really does. Got a little bit more money, and I can go down. There we go, I've got a little bit more money. Also a little bit on fire. Which, I mean, is that fine? I want to say it is. I'm not dead. That's me just getting a Molotov to the face. Very rude of you. And yeah, I'll just go to Holy Mountain. I'm not believing in myself very much today. I don't think I'll survive long. Always cast Fireball Thrower. That's an interesting one. In here, I think very good. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna reroll. It's more worthwhile. Stronger Hearts, perfect. We've got absolutely nothing from this first floor to go forward with. So that's very much worrying. That's really not good. Noita is not being kind to me. It tried being kind just a short while ago and you halved my health. Definitely not surviving fungal caverns now. God damn you, Cheems. Yeah, I'm quite worried. I really don't have anything good to be fighting through fungal caverns with. How am I meant to survive here? Am I meant to survive here? Might be a case of another lost run. Not even gotten very far this time, I'm already pretty much dead. Hop into here, get rid of toxic sludge. I have to fight past these guys if I can. Which I somehow managed, I've got 9 health left. Let's keep on going. I mean, we're not dead, that means we're pretty much 100% fine. God, I cannot stop for a second. There's enemies everywhere and I can't kill any of them quick enough. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide. Need some of them to come down here. And I died to tentacle. Well, new run it is. I want to get a good run going. It's never gonna happen, is it? It is never gonna happen. Game thinks it crashed, by the way, so I just had to refresh things. That's all fine. The thing is, Cheems, I don't pay attention to any of the votes. Like, you can vote whatever, I do my best not to look down there unless someone mentions it in the chat. So, you don't need to be changing stuff last second. Like, you don't need to try and catch me out or anything. I just don't look down there. Do appreciate you trying to murder me all the more efficiently though. Ah, you just noticed it then. Fair enough. Kicking this is a bad idea, it's going to explode in a minute. But it does have money. It's fine. Okay, up to 100 from this. Kick it once more, then I'm going to go. Okay, it's exploded there. I shouldn't have gotten greedy. 25 damage when that exploded, that's actually an awful lot. That's what we have. We have Swamp, that's fine. Levitatia means we could get some extra health right now. Also, improved wands, very very nice. I'm happy he gave me that. Dig through here, what do we get? Typically good stats. Yeah, with improved wands, this is actually an amazing wand right now. Okay, we've potentially got a run going. Potentially have something we can work with. Now, it's not anything amazing. It will one-shot things. Just have to be very careful. It fires possibly a bit too quickly. It's firing projectiles just this fast. If I ever misclick, I'm gonna get myself damaged quite badly. Seems to be okay for now though. Oh, and we've got this. All of this is lovely. Invisibilium I will take. Zirkium I could take. I don't think it's quite worth it. Yeah, this is looking good. I'm probably just going to go down to the next floor, because I don't trust myself with this wand. As you just saw there, I about got myself killed with it. Be tapping, because it fires much too fast. The spell that can recoil into me. Oh, I do want to get a bit more money. No, I should play this safe. Noita's given me a half decent run again. Play it safe. That guy just tried to ambush me, so it's trying to kill me now as well. That guy did ambush me. I'm gonna jump down. I don't trust myself. I don't want to ruin it again. Alright. Ooh, we've got some good stuff. I want this, but I can't have it. Could take this. 2 spells per cast on this wand. Yeah, I think I will take it quickly. Let's do something. When you've given me a chest with... Yeah, that's probably not meant to happen. I'll be honest. Cool. Yeah, that happens with the great chests sometimes. I swear, like, one of them's bugged. One of them is bugged. Anyway, we don't need disc projectiles. Instead... I'll add 1 disc projectile on. Add 1. I no longer need the water potion, just switch over to that stone and I'm fine. Yeah, trigger means I can now more safely use this. That'll be perfect. While testing it, I did accidentally just blow up some of those potions. That's great. There's a polymorphine one down there I kinda wanted. I'm not gonna bother now though. Like hell I'm getting down there without blowing up those potions. Unlimited spells. Okay. Things are looking good. That there. These creatures are still teleporting. Okay, I'm just gonna go down to the next floor. I'm gonna go down to the next floor. I've got a good wand. I've got an enormous amount of max health because I took that just massive pile of hearts from the chest you spawned in. Let's go. It's just me, or I seem to be moving quicker in this game than normal. I swear the horizontal speed is never this fast, like normally. Am I just wrong? I'm confused. It does feel quite quick compared to normal though. This doesn't feel quite right. Have they changed something? I'm not aware of it. Okay, got rid of him, almost damaged myself. I keep thinking my health's low, but I've actually just got a lot of max health right now. My health's completely fine. Ooh, hit myself there though. That's an annoying one. 21 damage I just took. I don't like this projectile. Like, yeah, very, very good in terms of damage. Oh, but regeneration field, thank you very much, teams. That is amazing. Look at all this health I've got now. I'm just gonna run straight to the fungal caverns. My vertical speed does seem to have slowed down now. I'm very confused what was happening before, because I seemed very fast. I swear I've slowed down now. You know, I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. Things are working out. That guy isn't normally here, is he? I'm very confused. Noita's being weird today, isn't it? Okay, we've got blindness mage. Just get rid of him. He's got a lot more health than I realised. This is all a very peculiar run. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with all of this. Like, why is it going well? It shouldn't be going well. Okay, just murder these things. Murder that mage. Fine, gold rush. Extra money. Thank you again for that. Be very careful of that guy there. He's now dead. Blindness mage, however. Still need to worry about him. There he goes. Just keep hiding here until I've cleared out some of these enemies. Doing fine. I do keep damaging myself because it's hard to see how great this is. But we seem to be fine. A lot of these splitter guys, which somewhat worries me. There was a wand up there, I'm fairly certain. I'm assuming someone else grabbed it and they blew up one of the potions at the same time. Just murder them. I really do not like disc projectiles. I should not be using it. Okay, seem to be okay. I'm alive. I'm doing fine. Friendly shield, yeah, you're actually really helping me out this time, James. I'm incredibly thankful. That friendly shield will protect me from my own projectiles more than anything. Which, I mean, I'm very much in need of right now. Now, unlimited spells means unlimited bombs, so I can just do that. Don't need to worry. Oh no, there's no need to feel bad, I'm having fun regardless. Like, if you're having fun killing me, I'm happy enough playing along with that. Let's get rid of this Berserkim a little though. There we go. Berserkim's gone, I've been teleported, so I'll maybe be able to learn what was on that wand, maybe not. Depends if I get lucky or not. through. About make my way through. This is not fine. It really isn't. I don't know what's going on. Noita's being weird today. Just eat some weird fungus. That one's not any good. This one comes with add mana. God almighty, that is amazing. Okay, we've just got a good run. We've got an amazing run, in fact. Drop a bomb in there. I don't really care if it blows up a potion in the chest. Oh, the chest was a wand. Anything good? Fireball. Cost 40 on this wand. 40 mana is alright. I want it. I'm gonna say no. Got a robot up here. Try and murder them. They're very slowly falling down. Why are these guys taking so many hits? Alright. I never noticed just how tanky those robots were. I knew they had a lot of health, but I've never really been powerful enough to try and face them in this area. I normally just ignore them. I've got a lot of wands. One of these I want a broken wand. It's a very nice wand to have. Here we have Fireball Orbit. Honestly, it doesn't really intrigue me much. There's a wand around here. Do you have a chest beforehand? Yet another wand of Triplicate Bolt. Terrible stats in the wand itself though. Just have a lot of wands. Why is Noita being kind this run? It worries me. It makes me think it's gonna make Steve angry again. You are just summoning more and more help for me, which is very nice. I do like having the homunculuses. Or homunculi? I think it's homunculi, isn't it? Yeah, let's try and do a fungal shift, then we can leave. Wait for some of this to grow because all this fungal blood does make more fungus appear. They're creating fire, these homunculi. That's actually a bit worrying. I need to make sure I don't catch in fire while eating all of this weird fungus. Yeah, that's me up to over 200, that's more than fine right now. What do we get? The word water. Alright, yeah, I'll see you around Rory. I can do some Back for Blood later. Might stream it, might not, but we'll definitely do it. Because I'm wanting to do more Back for Blood. That was good the other day, but it'd be so much better with an actual group. Okay, something transformed into water is what's happened. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I'm just gonna escape, I think. Escaping seems like a good idea. Unless... could just eat some stuff. Yeah, we can definitely get a group of 3, like myself, then you, Cheems, and also my friend Rory. So yeah, we can definitely get a group of 3, at the very, very least. Don't know if we'd be able to get much more than that, but I mean we could definitely give it a try. I'm fairly certain John, he did get the beta, but his game's not really working for it. His only real issue, I cannot see anything. I want to eat more fungus. Just gonna escape if I can. It's fine. Just eat a bit more fungus, we can get a fungal trip at some point. This must be worthwhile. I can't even tell if what I'm eating is fungus at the moment. That looks like fungus. You can eat this. Up to 400. Get to 500 seconds, and that should be plenty of weird fungus, shouldn't it? Is that a hastium? It is. So this is actually mixed together to make hastium. There's been some acceleratium as well as levitatium that I dropped. Like being quite that fast though. Does throw me off a little bit. Yeah, I'm not going to bother going into any more of this. I've got some good ones, got some good perks. I don't want to risk much. That's an enemy. I did not see them. I've teleported, oh no. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh god. That was terrifying. I should not be eating all this weird fungus. I cannot make out what anything is. Just gonna hold back. Let my minions do it. Am I poisoned? I don't know. I'm dying. I'm on 16 health. Okay, just run. I don't want to fight myself if I can avoid it. I don't have enough health left over. Okay, jump into here. I don't think those things go underwater. Okay, I need to wait for this to run out. I cannot make out what's going on in this. Oh god, this is a bad idea. I should not have done this. Do have 2 broken ones. Take some triplicate bolts. Triplicate bolts always nice. I would drink water, but I want to get fungal shift as a thing. Like fungal shift seems more important to me. Anyway, this should now be, yeah, completely free to use. It's not the fastest, however. What can we get? Permanent shield, contact damage, strong levitation. None of these seem great. Okay, extra knockback. That one can be fun. I could take that. Quickly check stuff on my phone. Because I'm gonna load up the stream, make sure things are going fine there. Not seen anyone complaining, but I do want to check it. Make sure. There we go. Well, the word acid has shifted, and it's what looks like blood and acid, so that was fun. The gods are now angry. Just crush him. On earth is he still alive? Okay, there he goes. If that was blood to acid, I think. That one's not good. If I get hit, I die. Because I still bleed. So I'm just going to run down to the next floor. I don't want to fight anything, although I do have a small army following me. I think as long as I'm not hit by any kind of projectile, I'm fine. Yeah, that's definitely blood turned into acid. But I need to be careful. Oh, this is worrying. It's very good for fighting against enemies, unless... No, that's blood there. What's turned into acid then? Is something in that, like, altar room with the perks turned into acid? I would have thought it'd be blood. Something down here is definitely the acid. It's a pool of transformed acid. Also, I'm fairly certain I just got attacked by one of my own homunculi. Why am I not being put out? I'm on fire, but I've got a water stone on me. What? I'm so confused. What's happened? Why does my water stone not work? What's going on? This run was looking so promising and now I'm just confused. I'm half dead and I don't like it. Genuinely, what on earth is going on? That chest came with something. I'm just gonna get some invisibilium. What is this? It smells horrible and feels warm to the touch. Have I just picked up like a pile of feces? It's water into acid. That's what it is. Oh god. Oh god. Water to acid. Also bomb curse just happened. That's not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Things seemed so promising, then we got water into acid. How on earth did we get water into acid? That's horrible. Alright. Alright, what I need to do is I'll see is this should work. To bunch up slightly. There we go. How does this go? That doesn't seem to make a big enough difference. Oh god, no, Steve's gonna murder me now. Why was it water into acid I got? That is genuinely horrible. I've just been given personal gravity field. You've now made it so projectiles are attracted to me. Oh god, I did not check chat to answer you. And I'm regretting it. Oh no. I'm somehow surviving. This isn't gonna last long though. Projectile field's about to run out. Okay, what I need is I want something basic. I'm gonna die. Steve, don't kill me, Steve. I'm busy trying to survive. Okay, Steve's dead. I'm pretty much dead myself. Water into acid though. God almighty. What am I supposed to do about that? I mean, we've got accelerative homing. Could at least take this, hope it fixes something. Okay, here's my plan. Not a good plan, but I'm gonna do it. I don't have a lot of max mana, but it'll hopefully be enough. I've been polymorphed this time. That's okay, didn't last long. Invisibility. I want invisibility, please. I don't trust anything right now. Okay. Plan is, I want to stick accelerative homing onto this as well. I don't actually need essence to power. Accelerative homing means this first lot will hit the enemy. I can't actually pick it up though because it's amongst all the polymorphine. Brilliant. My plan has backfired already. Okay, here we go. I managed to pick it up. Get rid of that one. Over here, we'll be fine. That was a potion of water. It's now just a ton of acid. Okay, poison arc we're not going to use. Keep some triggers, they're always nice. Cellars of homing. Need any more triggers really, do we? I don't know if this is even going to be very good. The accelerative homing's too expensive. I need something to stick onto this wand. Or on any wand, honestly. Great, what if I go back to this? That one can do. That can do. I add that on too. It's mildly faster. Okay. Healing ghosts, I'll let it heal me a little bit more before I jump down. We've got 2 broken wands we need to be using this floor. I would take Celtic Polymorphine, I don't think we need it. Normally I'd use it to escape the Holy Mountains, but seeing as the water that's normally in there is now acid, I wouldn't have thought it would be a problem. I should maybe take the light off, this could cause someone to have like an epileptic fit. Or something, it is just flashing lights. Why is this just... oh. What? Can I eat it? I can. Probably shouldn't have. Why is there excrement? Is that from that stone I had, which isn't actually a stone, just feces instead? That was weird. And also it means it's fallen down here somewhere. I kinda want to pick it up again. Okay, Phlomoxium's fine, I just need to get the duck. There we go. Make my way over. I need a potion of blood. That's what I need right now. That's something reliable I can put myself out with if I'm on fire. I don't trust anything right now. This run's gotten a lot weirder than I thought it would. What might be interesting is to try and use the rain cloud spell. Because just imagine that on a trigger. I launched at someone, it starts raining acid. That probably wouldn't go too badly for me, because I'd be able to do it at a distance. But it would be interesting, I'd like to try it out. Yeah, that's water transformed, it said. But then it quickly became acid seemingly. I don't know why I saw water for a second. That is peculiar. Okay, I'm just on fire and I can't do much about it. I managed to find a little bit of blood. I just need to find my way out this area. Get to, if I can, the anvil, so I can use these broken wands. I need to fight the dragon. Will that be enough to save the run? I don't know, I've just blown myself up partially. Okay, I need to calm down. Just rest for a second. Get some healing off my ghosts. They don't seem to be attacking me. Simply trying to heal the homunculus. Which I disagree with, I feel I'm more important. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm on fire again, god damn it. Fire is horrible. It does percentage based damage, so I cannot heal fast enough through it. I can't put myself out unless I find a pool of blood. that one's not very good. There's more acid there. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Can't survive this. Damn. Damn. Okay, I think one more run. I'm not gonna do quite as much as normal. That water to acid really messed things up, yeah. I'm not gonna do as much streaming as normal today. I'm feeling Noita's not enjoying me today. All I want is a single good run to happen. That's all I want. Like, I've been trying for the last month and a bit to get a proper run going again. It's just not happening. It just doesn't happen. Also, the integration has just turned itself off. There we go. I mean, that was definitely something to watch. I had no idea what was going on for most of it. It was most certainly like something you felt you had a part in. God, water to acid vote. That was horrible. I was not thinking water to acid would be too bad. But no, you just can't put yourself out if you're on fire. And it causes so much more fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna bomb my way down there, because I can't see an easy way down. A little bit of money. Fine, there's a wand. I'll grab the wand. Go. Take a wee bit of damage. I'm surviving though. Is that a good wand? It's not really. Shame, I kinda hoped for something better. Alright, what have we got? I'm not seeing much. I had really hoped there'd be something around here. I found the one wand, but it's not a good one. Extra max health. Okay, I can deal with that. That one is very nice. I could wish for something, what would I wish for? Like, is this within the like actual boundaries of what is possible, or can it literally be anything? There's a lot you could ask for. Guess anything. Okay, the ability to grant my own wishes. There we go. Perfect. I get unlimited wishes. But it's not quite how it's been lined up. No, but on a more serious note, there's all sorts of things you could ask for. Like, there's things you could ask for like personal benefit. You could ask for things for, like, global benefit. Like, there's all sorts. Like, what if you wish to end world hunger? Like, that's a fairly basic one. It's not the most exciting. But, like, that's not something that can actually be achieved, like, feasibly, with population currently as high as it is in the world. So that would be an interesting one. You then have, like, stuff you could ask for yourself, like the ability to just always be feeling at 100%. Like, you know when you wake up and you're just feeling tired all day. Imagine that was no longer a thing. You just always feel completely fine, you're always motivated. Like, just think how much you could get done in your life. Again, it's nothing fancy, but I do feel that'd be a good thing to ask for. It's not anything exciting though. Like, I don't know if that's quite what you're expecting. I'm gonna try and get this wand, then I'll go down to Holy Mountain. What about you, Teams? What do you think you'd ask for if you could get anything? Like just any wish. Would it be something for personal benefit? Do you think it would be something for like global benefit? Would it be something? Just a deeper voice. Is that all you want? I mean, sure. You could. It depends how far wishes go. Actually, if you said, "I wish I could." Like change my voice and appearance on a whim as I see fit. Like, there you go, deeper voice. You can also change various other things as well. Like, you don't have to limit it to just one thing. It's all about phrasing when it comes down to these wishes. That's why it's always weird. Like why you've got the monkey's paw kind of thing. You need to make sure you phrase stuff right. Otherwise, like, the genie will try and mess with you. That's typically how it's seen. Like, it's a story about Midas and stuff like that as well, isn't it? Like, he just wanted to turn things he touched into gold. That's all good. But he ends up turning everything into gold, even things he doesn't want to turn into gold. Ends up suffering for it. Like, wishes are a weird concept, I think. If I ever actually got offered a wish though, I definitely want to think it through enough to make sure I'm not going to somehow make it so things go incredibly wrong. Anyway, what do I want? None of them. Oil blood, fire immunity. I will most definitely take fire immunity after what's just been happening. Now, I do have chainsaw. I feel I should add it on. Is that better? I don't think there's a difference. Well, if I put stuff onto here, keep slime balls, just in case I manage to get something fun. Let's try this. Oh yeah, that'll do. That'll most certainly do. You've given me a wand as well. It's an interesting wand. To take this to the next floor though, in order to actually do anything to it. What am I getting out of this random event? Getting always cast. It's lied, there has not been an always cast added. I'll need to turn that one off then if it's not working. In fact, no, I think I already had that turned off, it just got picked randomly. I swear I took all of always cast ones off to just stop actually doing anything. Anyway, we've got a good wand. Let's go. It's going to be quite a noisy wand, but it does the job. I'm happy with this. Not going to die. Not yet. Be playing it carefully too, because I want to, like I say, get a good run actually going. Guy there. A bit of damage, 35 to me straight up. Yeah, it's got a chainsaw on it. I stuck chainsaw and splitterbolt onto this one, so I can do digging. And yeah, I'm not... I was about to say not jumping into fire, but I can jump into fire, I have oil blood. It's fine. Let's see what we get. Anything around here? There is not. That is literally a useless loop. I'm gonna go back, can't be bothered fighting that guy. Anything up there? Probably not. We need to find another way around. I say go down some more. Typically you can find your way through the fungal caverns by just going mostly down to the left. That's about to explode. Stay back, let things happen. And I can go in. Can chainsaw dig through this? Seemingly yes. Let's see, what have we got in this wand? It's a tiny bit of actual stone, so I need to make my way to the side a little bit. Come on, what do we get? Ball lightning. A fairly decent wand. It's ball lightning. Yeah, that will electrocute water. I do need to be careful of that. Ball lightning is quite powerful. I wouldn't say it's good, but it's powerful. Like, it's just difficult to use more than anything. Let's try giving it a shot. I've got healing ghosts. Nothing's gonna go too badly. Does it dig at all? Didn't look like it. At least it doesn't dig through actual rock. Maybe it would dig through other stuff. Wrong wand. No, that does do some digging. It's not completely useless. Alright, we need to make our way through here. Go up this way. Going this way has to be the right move. Saying watch out, what are you doing? Ah, explosive spells. Fair enough, that does help with digging. It does also make the chainsaw on this quite worrying. So I'll need to go over to different wands. Thing up there. Guess ball lightning for now. It's going to be quite a big explosion, I think, though, from ball lightning. Yeah, that does a big boom. Also, better bombs. Perfect. Quick drink. Oh, he almost got me. I promise I was paying attention while taking that drink. Never stop paying attention just to have some water. Got rid of him. Not an interesting one, so that's fine. Here we are. Doing fine. I'm glad you're taking my word for it, James, because I was barely convincing myself. Explosive spells is about to run out. There we go. Back to normal. I now have a high speed wand. Just hopefully tear through people with. Got someone up there. Get rid of that. Blow up him. Should be able to make my way through here slowly. Should be able to make my way through. Or maybe not. I'll just use a bomb. Bomb will do it. What is in the wand? It is somewhat disappointing. Good mana charge speed, but I had over a second of recharge time. So you're not going to get many spells out of it. Not anything too exciting around here. I've been teleported. I know where I am though. That's fine. Still teleporting. That's me stopped now. Hide in here. There we go. Now, what is going on? Got Flamoxium, I don't need Flamoxium. Cover myself in some blood for extra damage. And we can take out this guy and all his children, hopefully. we are. Good amount of money. Water trail. Okay, that'll be an interesting one. I wouldn't think it would do anything too bad. I do forget to vote, James. That's all good, don't you worry. Water trail isn't too bad, it just means I might drown myself. Which, I mean, it's fun in its own right, I guess. Yeah, nothing around there. You need to keep remembering, I do have fire immunity. Don't need to be worried about fires. Now, do I want this wand over this one? I mean, it's got better cast times, worse charge speed by a lot, folks. I'm gonna say no. Not worth the minor difference. Dig my way into here, I think as well. Not gonna take too long. A bit of lava, that's fine. I can go through a small amount of lava. I have healing ghosts. Another wand, not very good. I'll take some polymorphine though. Polymorphine means I can escape the Holy Mountain. For them, we're doing fine. Pollen. Speed up with pollen could actually be quite nice. I'm gonna take over this. Take over this, I'll give it a test. Yeah, no, that's not doing a good enough job, is it? I need to be firing a lot more for that to actually do anything. Ah, it's just a potion of health there. Before it breaks. Okay, this could be the run. Look at that. Healthium potion. We're doing fine. I need the fungal shift. I need to hope it shifts something into Healthium and not Healthium into something. If I lose out on Healthium, it's not the worst thing ever. If I can shift something into it, then that is amazing. Also, this wand is quite nice. Not for the spells, but for the stats. I think I'll take over this. Egg, give it a kick. Shoot it, I guess, as well. There we go. Ah, hello Augur of Doom. Good to see you in the chat. How have you been? You been doing well? Got potentially a good run going. I just found the bottle of Healthium out in the ground. Ah, things are going well for me. I just moved into a flat with friends this week, so that's going differently to usual, but I've got a new room behind me, as you might be able to tell. I don't know if you paid much attention to the room before, but this is a new one. If there is anything you think I need to change, do let me know, and God almighty, that's a lot of weird fungus. Well, time to fungal shift, I guess. Let's hope we don't drown. That wouldn't be great. Oh dear. I do hope you're doing okay. Like, if you do need someone to talk to, like, I'm happy to listen. Okay, word acid. Either something's changed into acid or something's changed from them. I meant to hold out this Healthium thing. Yeah, like, you do okay, Augur Doom? Like, if you're not wanting to talk about it, that's fine. Like, don't worry. But I do hope you're doing okay. Alright. If you say you're fine, I'm not gonna pry into it. I'm not wanting to get you to just expose all of your intimate secrets to some random person on the internet who streams Noita. But if you do want someone to talk to, like at any point, like, I am happy to listen. Just do keep it in mind. I'm not expecting many people to really take me up on that offer on streams, but I do want to make sure people know that if they do want someone, like, I am happy to listen. My advice will likely not be very good, but I'm happy to listen. mean, I wasn't so much curious, it was just... That's fine, though. That's fine. I do hope things are alright. Like, if you are feeling you need some time alone, I'd imagine you've got a good grasp of what you're feeling and such right now. When you broke up with your girlfriend, did you say that you were just looking for a little bit of time alone? Did it, like, break it off permanently or anything, or doing okay? You've not been doing great as well, James. I mean, yeah, you just started back at school, didn't you? How's that been for you? Been okay at school? You've been doing fine enough? Imagine it's probably closer to normal now than it would have been before. But I mean, I've still not really been to university much in the last year, so... Okay at school, it's your personal life. Ah. Well, again, I don't want to pry into anything, but if you do need any help or anything, just feel free to let me know. Always happy to help people out. Like, even if I'm not good at it, like, I am happy to just try. Yeah, I don't like getting too serious on stream, but there are definitely times for it. Like, there are times. Dog was gone for a few days. Oh no. That's not very good. Yeah, that's never fun when, like, a family pet just dies, especially if it dies early. Like, not of natural causes, that's terrible. Like, my condolences, like, that is not good. I mean, thankfully, or hopefully anyway, it wouldn't have been, like, anything, like, long and drawn out if that was the case. Like, normally, if that's, like, blunt force trauma, it would have been quite quick. If that's any consolation to you. But yeah, that's never fun. Like, pets mean a lot to people. Like, more than some people realise. Like, a lot of people who don't have pets think, oh, it's just an animal, you want to have a bit of company. But no, you actually do grow attached to pets. Like, you really do. Like, sometimes more than you do actual family members. But that is horrible for you. I don't know what else to really say. That's just a bit crap. I mean, the worst that's been happening for me recently is just getting everything sorted for this room, but yeah, that's more of just a nuisance than anything. Anyway, that's enough talking about serious topics, I reckon. I don't want to bring everyone down or anything. Back to the run. This wand looks fun. Can we get anything nice to stick on it? Possibly Triplicate Bolt will be good. Teleport Bolt's also nice. I meant to Fungal Shift while I was up there again, got distracted, but that's fine. Doesn't matter too much. It's just sad talk Sunday now. I mean, yeah, it has somewhat turned out that way, hasn't it? I put this on here. Yeah, we now have a very powerful wand. I then stick the light on. Yeah, now we've got a very fast, very powerful wand. Have I gotten all the endings yet? No, I've gotten one ending and I've died multiple times while getting close to others. I have been to the moon. I've not been to the moon with all the essences. Because I believe what happened last time is someone had convinced me to turn on the Giga Saw blades for projectiles. And I was getting very close. I was just going around gathering up the essences, got the Earth Essence. Then someone turned the Earth Essence projectiles into Giga Saw blades, and You can probably guess what happened from there, can't you? It's always frustrating when you get a good run going, and then that's it. This time though, I think we've potentially got an amazing run going. Like, we really do have some good stuff going on. Did I take the health from up there? Yeah, I had Giga Saw Blades off before. Someone convinced me to turn it on, I can't remember who. And yeah, I turned it back off again. Like, I'm happy for people to be messing with my runs and trying to kill me, but there's some things which aren't great, and yeah, I did forget to take the health. I thought I had. That's fine. I don't tend to lose a lot of health in this floor. I'll leave it so I can pick it up on the way back to the surface. I do have Luminous Drill. I will be going to the surface later. So that's fine. Yeah, this one I've got currently, it will just tear through enemies, because concentrated spells, that's an extra, I think, 7 damage per projectile on the triplicate bolts. That's an extra 21 damage. And then it also makes them all fire practically as the one projectile. So it's just very, very nice. And these things will not be surviving if they get caught up in this stream. It's been a quieter stream today, it has been, so if that's any consolation. I hope we should be able to just keep any private stuff to probably just us who are here right now. It's not going to be spread all over the internet or anything. Just going back to that for a moment, just to make sure you're not worried about too many people finding out. Anyway, yeah, time to stop talking about serious stuff again. And trying to try hard at Noita instead. Got a cave down there. I could try and use a bomb. Drop that in there. Yeah, that's gotten me fairly close. I can go into here. I want to see a win too, but the thing is, I'm never going to get a win. Because whenever I get to a point where I can do a win, I end up thinking, oh, parallel worlds, and then I just end up dying while trying to get to parallel world. It just doesn't ever work out the way I hope it will. Like, what I'm hoping for is to try and get an all orbs run. That sounds eminently doable, because that means I don't need to go to any of the parallel worlds to get all the orbs. There's still one I haven't even picked up once. So I need to see what happens in that regard. None of these will be particularly good, except I could get digging bolts. No, I'm gonna say no to that. Also, luminous drills I should be keeping, shouldn't I? Multicast. I don't really need any multicast, do I? Now what I think I will do is, instead of using this, because that costs mana, I am going to instead quickly steal these drills, keep some of them around normally. Yeah, these are now going to be belonging on this wand. Not quite working how I'd hoped, is it? It's recharge time, cast delay goes up. Maybe cast delay down. Okay, keep one of these then. No, that's just not working. Never mind. I'll keep some of them around, I guess. Just in case. Yeah, I'll put that back on. Extra health might actually be an idea. Normally I wouldn't bother because extra health isn't the most useful. Could actually be worthwhile, couldn't it? Let's see. I'll give you an extra 50%. That's actually a lot. I can't reroll anyway. Sure. I'm at 442 max health. Yeah, this wand is doing well. If I take that off, it's considerably slower. Keep it like this then. let's keep on going. I like to see how this pans out. I'm hoping we can go down to the dragon and beat them and just liberate the dragon with their wand, which is definitely a euphemism, but it is normally quite a good wand. Wrong wand. I want to have this one in slot 1. Yeah, I will just be tearing through things as long as I can aim. Ooh, Legos though. That's fine. I've avoided the Lego death. They're surviving. Pick up a bit of money there. Continue on my way. Hopefully should just all turn into water. And there we go, we're fine. Keep making my way through. I could get bouncy as a modifier for these triplicate bolts. That might actually be quite nice. Also, this is the run with oil blood, so I don't need to worry about that fire. Doing fine. Turrets, I will just kill it. Again, don't need to worry about fires, just jump in for gold. Murder them. Because yeah, we're needing a lot of money right now. We are very behind in terms of money. Normally I wouldn't have refreshed as much as I did in that second mountain. I think that's somewhat messed with me. But broken one down there. That one can get rid of toxic sludge. Over here, I took a moment too long getting that toxic sludge gone. Being mildly surrounded right now. Okay, we're doing fine. Some people are dying. It's lagging a little bit, which is a tad worrying. I'm hoping it doesn't crash on me or anything. It normally wouldn't crash from just fighting enemies. So I think we're fine. What do we do? I have teleport bolts. The teleport bolt has heavy spread on it, but I didn't take that off. We need to drop something. I'm going to drop the Berserker. So I want to pick this up. Now we need to be making our way down and to the right, I believe. Unless they've changed it, is always where the blacksmithing anvil is. Which I'm hoping will get me something good out of this broken wand. So I have gotten some amazing spells out of it before. As well as some really nice always casts. I think I've gotten a Matter Eater always cast for it before. And strength. We now just have an insane digging wand. It's great. That'll really help getting to the anvil. Can only dig through so many kinds of material, but it digs through them very well. Come on, what do we have? Blown up propane tank, from what I can tell. Some guys over there. Can't quite get them. Okay, here we go. Bit of money, get rid of a turret. Things are going well. I've got lots of max health. I'm really hoping this will be the everything run I've been looking for. Because I've been trying a lot recently to get a good run going. And it's not really happened. Closest I got was Spark Bolt Homing Plasma Cutter. Just with, I think, Bloodlust on it. But then I died in the power plants, didn't do any damage to any of the robots there. Drilling shots. That's too expensive to be worthwhile, it's not a good wand. Plasma Beam, it's nice, but I'm not going to take it. They're doing okay. They've got some anvil as well. Let's see what we get. I was going to dig through, but there's actually perfectly good. Oh, that's a lot of money. I'm going to take money. I'm not passing up money if I see it. So yeah, it's 1,000 again. That's just, I think, a perk refresh if we need it. Anyway, let's chuck that in, hide down here, and ooh, get tentacles. Now, tentacles are amazing. However, tentacles also break your game. I'm gonna take it. Tentacles are what ruined the last, like, amazing run I had going, because it just made the game lag. Just horrendously. I do now have tentacles. Adds a lot of castly, so potentially I want to add one of them. No, it's still too slow. Okay. That doesn't fix anything. What about this? That also doesn't fix anything. No, I'll just keep it as it is. I'll keep this one as it is. That's fine. That one's doing fine. We'll need to make something using these. I don't know what we'll make. Make sure that's a teleport wand. And yeah, let's see what we've got in this area. We have more wands. Honestly, not very good wands. These don't look like ones you'd find before the jungle, so I'm thinking that's a bit odd. Eternal Glossary I will never pass up. It's Chainsaw Mesh Tentacle. I don't know. I'll test it out. I'll test it out. Because actually that is just Castly that goes up. This, no, that doesn't reduce Castly, that's different. No, never mind, it doesn't go well with Tentacle apparently. Yeah, we need a way to get Castly down, and currently the only way is with this, which I can loop around to get double the effects of. So that's currently doing twice whilst it says there, so recharge time is amazing. Like that's 0. Castly is 0. Or about 0 anyway. But yeah, we're not gonna get that low enough off of this for some reason. What if I do this? That seems reasonably fast. Alright, what do you think? Do I go for Triplicate Bolt or do I go with Tentacle? I think Triplicate Bolt's the more reliable one. However, Tentacle does bypass shields. Counts as physical damage. No, I think I'll save Tentacle for now. I'm gonna save it. The thing with Tentacle is it does a lot of damage, but it's never quite consistent. I'll show you what I mean. If I put this back onto here. Okay, can't test on that. Okay, I'll put this back to normal, and then I'll use this one to show you. I'll take a few tentacles off because it is just a basic tentacle. We don't need all of them. In case I find anything fancy, they can go. There we go. 3 tentacles currently out of this. Does 2 spells per cast. That's now just a burst of 4 tentacles. Could be good in a pinch. I'll show you what it does because it is typically quite good. Bunch of extra gold, also very nice. Let's polymorph and escape. I am a sheep. Just wait on this little ledge. Okay, I can just hover, that'll be good enough. Can I find an enemy who I can safely test this on? Because with Tentacle, I like getting speed up for it. Because without that, it doesn't seem to have the right range. Yeah, 140 damage just there. I'll try and launch it again to see if it's the same again. It's not quite working. Okay, I'll launch it against that guy. I'll just finish off that one. Because I didn't trust him. And it's lagging. What's happened? Why is that guy exploding out of nowhere? Okay, Okay, apparently that Hisi fights him. Okay. This guy... I want to just use tentacle on you, my good sir. I promise. It's consensual. I'm just wanting to thrust my 4 tentacles into you. Yeah, 104 damage at a time. Like, it does good damage. It does. And if you get a speed up on it, it goes really far. If you can get it to be like a machine gun, then yeah, that's you pretty much just won. Oh, I need to change this one back. I didn't fix this. It's got 2 recharge reductions. Damn it. Okay, I need to go back up. Yes, let us put tentacles inside of you. I promise it is for science. It can possibly be anything else. I am a man of culture, not of the other stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I can actually get back into there. I've accidentally really messed up my wand I was using. Okay. I do have teleport. Don't trust it to get me in there though. Okay. Polymorph myself. I just need to fly up. I cannot fly high enough. Go up to the top then polymorph myself. Yeah, that's the only way I can get in. Okay, polymorph. There we go. My plan worked in the end. Need to wait now. And won't be getting teleported, thankfully, because I am a sheep. Yeah, I want to be taking... Probably just that one off would work. If I do this. Then if I do this. Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we're after. Time to polymorph again. Make my way down. We are doing grand. Let's go fight a dragon. Hopefully get a fungal shift as well, because we still need to do that healthium fungal shift. Because while it's not necessary, it's very handy to just have healthium around the place, just randomly. I think the best I've ever gotten with it is a fungal shift of toxic sludge into healthium. Just turns all those little barrels you get around the place of toxic sludge into just small health kits, basically. Just lovely to have. And we still need to find some interesting spells, because currently, I mean, it's a powerful one we've got. Is it exciting? No, it's not. It's not got anything too fancy. And I reckon we're at the point we can bin this wand. Let's get rid of that. We're doing fine in terms of money now. Protect creatures is quite an annoying one to just get picked. I think it's only within a radius, so I can just run down here. I should be fine. Not all creatures everywhere are protected, thankfully. Yeah, if I come across anything down this area, it shouldn't be a worry. Do have oil bloods, so this fire isn't actually a concern. Yeah, it still is a concern, but not as much of a concern as it normally might be. That's stream elements. I saw a link and instinctively thought it might be a bot. I guess I wasn't wrong, it's just my bot, so it's fine. It's not that way. Dragon should be up in that direction somewhere. I'll have a quick look at this wand. No, that's not a good wand. We'll leave that be. Yeah, I'm not seeing any convenient ways forward, which is quite annoying. Can't just teleport. That's certainly doable. That's a proper teleport bolt as well. Oh, and improved wands. That's actually not good. That one's worked against me. Oh dear, this one's now too fast. It just shoots too much at once. That is very much overkill. I mean, yay, it's overkill. I get to murder things more efficiently, but Like in a prolonged fight, that's not gonna work. That's what some may call premature discharge. Like that's not good. Don't want to be blowing your load all at once right at the start of the fight. That's never a good thing. Yeah, I've not got a way up around up there, I need to just go down. Although tentacle wand might be more usable now. Yeah, I didn't see that. It's still fairly useless. Yeah, I can't really last in prolonged fights. I need to just do bursts of my weapon and that's it. Okay, what's this one? Fireworks. An alright wand. I'm gonna say no. Regeneration field. I'll definitely take some healing. Doing fine. Think. Arguably not, actually. Hell is that wand the guy has up there? It was pinpoint of light, pollen and such. Okay, that could have ended badly for me. Thankfully I took him out. I need to make this wand I've currently got slower to make it more usable. That wand again, it's alright, but it's not what I'm needing. I want something fun. Currently got powerful, but I want fun. And this one isn't particularly entertaining to watch, I would think. Although it might be better with tentacles now. Yeah, because that's castily now gone into negative. It could actually work quite well. This dragon cave up here, or is it down the way? It's down the way. Let's go murder a dragon. I'm hoping it's a nice easy thing to murder. Isn't, then that will be the end of the stream most likely, because I mean, got about half an hour left I'd be planning to stream for. But yeah, if there's not anything really accomplishable in half an hour, then there's not much point in streaming, as I see it anyway. Although, we'll be doing possibly a stream on, what's this game called again? Back Flood later, so who knows. All I currently know is I'm trying to get this boulder out of the way and it's being annoying. Only I had that berserk I dropped earlier. Come on, boulder. Just need to make my way through this last little bit on the edge. There we go. That's now a kickable rock. I can get rid of this. One of the tops pretty much gone. Come on, rock. Alright, I'll see you in a minute then, James. Alright, more to dig through now. Could just use unstable crystal for this one, I think. Ooh, barrel rain. That normally wouldn't help. This time I think it does. Keep kicking this around. Okay, I might give up on getting this into the right spot. Or not. That's at about the right spot. That's just a box, that doesn't even expose. Never mind. Blow them up. Is this close enough to get a dragon to appear? Okay, gonna put Healthium there, so I can heal if I need it. Getting stuck in a tiny bit of terrain. Smash keys. There we go. Okay, that's surely us near the middle now. There we go, got the dragon. It's dying fairly quickly. Not as quick as I'd like. Can about one shot me if I get unlucky. wait for it to come back. There we go. Dragon is dead. Sawblade orbit, that's boring. And... oh, that's a terrible one. Oh no. Okay. That's not good. I had hoped for something better. It's not even anything fun. All we get is electric charge, which... I mean, could be decent on triplicate bolts, just stun things, but they're already dying. That's a shame. I had hoped for something nicer. Well, down to Holy Mountain. Unless I could look around for fungal cavern biome in this area. I'd like to see what we come across. I think my next move is probably want to get to the surface. Now, this might be a terrible idea, but isn't the best way to the surface to just go into the tower, beat it? I want to say the answer to that question is an astounding no, but I kinda want to do it anyway. I mean, I do get an always cast nuke wand if I go into the tower. Like, what more could I want? I always get an insanely fast wand. But, yeah, you're right, there's no such thing as a bad idea in Noita. All ideas are inherently bad in Noita. Yeah, it's just how the game goes. If there's an idea, it's not meant to go well. I'm getting stuck here. I just want to get a fungal shift and try and do something with the health there. Saw some like weird fungus over to the right of me, but not actually able to do anything. Ah, that's you back, Ari Cheems. That's good. You have returned. I am ever so slightly less lonely now. Not let's say that, I mean it is you and just Ogredu. So yeah, I'm considerably less lonely. That's twice the amount of people to talk to now. Although there is apparently someone lurking around, I'd imagine that's Fuke though, I'll be honest. He tends to do that. Anyway, do we have any fungal biomes? I see more weird fungus. It's typically a good sign. But I'm not seeing any fungal biome. Where on earth could it be? I'm losing health now, which isn't good. Yeah, I might want to actually just leave. I don't want to accidentally die. I could take a drink of my health though, actually. I'll do. I'll be back up to full health in a second. Yeah, there we go, full health again. Ah, fungal biome. We've done it. Look at that. Now all I need is a fungal shift. And also to murder that guy because I don't like him. Go away, Lucky. There we go. That guy is just gone. This is lovely. I love going through a fungal biome when I've got powerful weapons. I will go invisible though, just in case someone surprises me. Yeah, no, things seem fine. There's not a lot of fungal, like, stuff though. Weird fungus. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's annoying. I don't think I can get a fungal shift off. Not gonna keep on looking around for too long. Yeah, no, that's a shame. I'd hoped to find some lovely weird fungus and get some healthium around the place. But it seems it's not meant to be. Instead, I shall just continue into the Holy Mountain. Did I take the health? I'm missing about 100, might as well. Got a health top up around somewhere anyway. Could make a flight wand if I take magic arrow. Do I want bounciness? I'm gonna say no. Yeah, this wand currently, it's too quick. How quick is it? Just like this. Not very. Also that extra health. It's my first time finding a second extra health around. If I add reduce recharge time only by 1 copy. That could work. I could see this being good. Yeah, that'll more than do. That's fine. Now, extra health. That is nice. Also, I should try and get you out of the ground. Give me a second. I don't want you suffocating on me. There we go. Extra health. Always a good choice. Freezing field. Annoying, but it is a lava immunity. I'll take extra health. I have perk lottery. The other two of these, I don't think I need lava immunity. Okay, permanent shield's good. And I guess eat your vegetables. It's not worth refreshing for 1 perk. There we go. Now we need to keep eating. This is gonna go amazingly. Yeah, this is quite worrying actually. I maybe shouldn't have taken eat your vegetables. I do have enough money to do a perk refresh. I might be able to find the iron stomach. What do we have? Planet damage, no. No, I'm gonna pass on that one. I just want to go down to the next holy mountain. Don't think there's anything I particularly need here on this floor. Do need to keep an eye on my saturation though. When it gets to about 20% or so, I will want to just run to a safe spot and eat my porridge I've got. Just trying to run and I've got no idea what's happening. It's almost working, as I want. Just keep on going. Sure, it's fine. Oh no, I'm being electrocuted. Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. Just keep on going. It's fine. I'm not dead yet. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage thanks to this. Was it eat your vegetables? Okay, homing. It's nice, too expensive though. Explosion immunity would be very nice, but I need iron stomach. Not iron stomach, is it? Trick grade. There we go. I'll eat a bit of porridge. It's me got my health back now. Yeah, just drink some water. Get this up to full. Can't be fully submerged to drink it, though. I need to be mildly above the water. Is this even working? I don't think it is. Why am I not drinking the water? Like, I am drinking it. Not working though. Okay, we'll just continue then. We'll just continue. Let's polymorph quickly. Keep this so we can edit wands. I don't think we need to. I might need to just eat the enemies instead, yeah. Unless eat sand. Can't eat sand, that is a shame. Can I just eat the scorpion? No, I can't really eat the scorpion, can I? Polymorph mage, oh no, I got rid of him, that's fine. eat the polymorph mage a little. It's fine. It's all going well. Also, I have polymorph immunity for a short while from eating that mage. Just eat some more of him. Drink some blood. Yeah, that's working fine. Water doesn't do it, but the rest of it does. I can just eat my enemies and I'll be perfectly fine. Okay, there we go. Continue to eat the enemies. It does make me a little vomity actually. Oh, and that's bad cloud. That is a bad cloud. I do not want to be doing anything with that. Okay, got that. Keep on going. To make my way to the tower, hopefully. This is a mess. I should not have taken Eat Your Vegetables. I'm going through this way quicker than I would have wanted to now. Oh, God almighty, what on earth is happening? Why is this cloud still following me? Why am I just taking damage? Is that because I've not eaten enough? Okay. There we go. I've eaten some porridge. Yeah, that cloud's just still coming along. I don't think I'm getting rid of it. Ever. Which is a little worrying. Why is the cloud still here? It should have disappeared. Okay, Mighty Duck, I can eat a duck, I think. Seems I may need to eat you, and I do apologise if I do. Apparently you don't drop a corpse. That's a bit of a shame. Let's quickly eat that. Make sure I've got stuff. Oh, that's a lot of extra max HP. Get rid of that because all the porridge has been eaten. Electrocuted, it's not amazing. Why is this thundercloud still here? God damn it. Go away, thundercloud. What's happened? Like, this thundercloud should not be continually following me around, should it? Like, clearly something's gone wrong somewhere. Like, is this something from Eat Your Vegetables? Does Eat Your Vegetables give you a personal thundercloud? Seems a bit peculiar if it does. But I won't question it. I just need to keep on running. We're doing fine. Lava. Just get water out of that. Just want a corpse to eat. That's all I'm after. There we go. Eating some blood. We're fine. Is the thundercloud actually gone, or is it just too far behind now if I abandoned it? Because honestly, I'm happy if either. I'm just happy it's not here right now. It's getting to be a bit of a nuisance. Even more so worrying. Yeah, I should not have taken Eat Your Vegetables. It was not worthwhile, was it? Can eat a small amount of slimy meat, I think. No, I can't. That immediately gives you food poisoning. Okay, that's not great. Just drink the blood, Vet. Drink the blood. We're not doing fine, I'm not gonna lie. We're not dead immediately, though. I've just popped some of my healing, just to make sure I survive. Because I vomited out pretty much everything that was in my stomach. eat people. Come on. Can't eat water. You know, I might just go to the final boss. I don't think I'm getting enough food. Can't eat slimy meat. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. We can do this. I'm not happy with your vegetables. I should not have taken it. Refresh. Melee immunity, there we go. Got plenty of health. It's only doing 7 damage a second. I can last about like 100 seconds. That gives me a bit over a minute to beat this boss and then get myself killed again. Oh, yeah, this guy's way too easy though. God damn it, I had a good run going. I should not have taken your vegetables. It made it so I just had to rush to this guy. Only I had iron stomach. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. I can just murder him. Then we can finish the game. Yeah, there he goes. Now I believe I can actually just go here, complete work. I can out heal this. Oh no, I did actually just turn the thing. I didn't get to side far enough. Ah well. I mean, I beat the game. It's not the most exciting way to beat it, I'll be honest. I'm just hoping for more. Yeah, that's that for now. The game didn't crash. If I hadn't taken Eat Your Vegetables, I would have been fine. Although I hadn't got the most exciting of ones. I'd been running with that Triplicate Bolt one for quite a while. I just feel my luck with Noita has not been as good as it has been other times recently. Yeah, I'll just leave the credits scrolling. Yeah, I'll probably do some Left 4 Dead later. Might do a stream of that. I'm not entirely certain. I mean, I might as well stream, honestly. See if people come by. As long as everyone who's playing it's happy enough. But yeah, I will likely be calling the game around here. I appreciate everyone coming by. But that's it for now. Hopefully next week we'll be able to get an actual run of Noita going. Because I want to get something good happening. But yeah, for now, that's all. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whatever it is. I will see you later. Bye for now.